what the perfect gift will be this Christmas? Gift yourself or a loved one with a mattress from Dean's this Christmas. Get 10% off on all size and make of mattresses. Find the perfect mattress for your sleeping pattern, whether firm or soft. We have the quality and prices to suit everyone's needs. Make the right choice this Christmas by calling 440-3240 or WhatsApp 419-9036. Season's greetings from the management and staff at Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised.
Must be 18 or older to play.
Family Value Grocery Store, Woodlands, St. George. The shopping experience you're looking for. Check us out. We are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Excellent service, convenient shopping hours. Family Value Grocery Store, Woodlands, St. George, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. Call us on 437-0044. We are here to serve you.
The Granite team is very saddened by the impact of COVID-19 on our customers and in Grenada as a whole. In 2020, fuel prices were low, and then at the beginning of this year, 21, we saw it started to increase. Around July, we had a press release informing our customers of the increases and that they should start to conserve. We know it's tough out there. We've seen cases where people are unemployed, dropping revenue. There has been some serious impacts. We really wish that there will be some type of recovery and that our customers could see some light. If we look at the past trends from 2020, fuel prices were relatively low, and a lot of that had to do with COVID and drop in demand. 2021 was quite different. We started to see fuel prices increase, and that's because some of the COVID conditions had changed. We look at January of this year, fuel price was around 28 cents. So that increase in fuel prices has been the primary reason for high energy rates. Experts have told us that increases in world fuel prices will continue in the short term. Unfortunately, Grenada cannot control world fuel prices, but there are a number of practical things that customers can do. Change is never easy, but in this case, we ask customers to change their habits when it comes to electricity. Pay attention to your bill. Look for information that could show changes, increases in your consumption. Pay specific attention to wastage of energy. Make sure that you understand prudent management. There is hope, and there is a way that we can combat this situation.
Grendek, energizing our community.
All businesses start small and grow into successful corporations. With a strong team, you can have a strong business. Protect the employees that stand by you with Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan. It's a customizable and affordable health plan for smaller businesses that offers many of the benefits of a large corporate plan. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
This is the MTV Evening News for Tuesday, 14th December 2021. In the headlines, Grenada to experience normal to above normal rainfall for the next few months. Royal Grenada Police Force expresses concern with breaches in the emergency regulations by churches and businesses. Grenlec introduces mobile app for ease of service to customers. And in sports, Sanders Foundation sponsors swim instructor program to sustain capacity across the island. We have the details to these and more after the break.
Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlec.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with the Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening. With the details, I am Troy Gill. Grenada has been experiencing some increased rainfall conditions in recent times, and according to Acting Chief Agriculturalist in the Ministry of Agriculture, Trevor Thompson, the precipitation outlook suggests that Grenada will experience normal to above normal rainfall for the next few months. Speaking to MTV News, Thompson says we may experience a wetter, dry season as we enter into the new year.
The outlook from the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology in Barbados is saying that we're going to be experiencing at least 30% below normal rainfall, 35% normal, and 35% above normal rainfall. That's from December to February next year. Which means that we have about 70% normal to above normal rainfall. In fact, going into March, April, and May, it's saying that we're going to be receiving 25% rainfall below normal, 35% normal, and 40% above normal rainfall. So what it is saying is that we could expect a wetter, dry season.
He says this rainfall prediction spells good news for farmers. However, he still advises them to exercise caution.
That's good news for farmers, but we also still want to ask them to be cautious because this is a precipitation outlook. It's a prediction. It's not 100% accurate. It's not we saying that it's definitely going to happen, but based on this guidance, then they can begin to look at what kind of crops they will produce. Well, for those who do not have irrigation on their farms, it means that they could plant some of the crops that they would not normally plant at this time to get a harvest, coming to the end of the dry season.
Proper drainage should be maintained at all times, Thompson says, to avoid surface runoff or flooding that can result in damage to crops and soil. The 2022 budget and expenditure does not serve the agriculture sector, and therefore there needs to be a greater investment that can contribute to the development and even upgrade of the sector. One senator says the sector is not attractive to young people and the finances are hard to come by. Rachel Bain has more.
As the 2022 budget debate continues in the Senate, there were conflicting views from both sides on government's increased allocation for agriculture. $35 million has been allocated for the sector, more than $19 million in the 2021 budget. One senator believes it is fitting for the current period, while others believe some adjustment must be made. One thing both sides agreed on is that the agriculture sector needs an upgrade. Senator Victor Philip says presently agriculture is not attracting young people, and strategies including smart agriculture practices must be revisited if the sector is to be lucrative.
We have to look at that as a serious step in this. We have too much of imported food coming into our country when we can grow our own food. But in order to do that, we have to attract the younger ones to come into agriculture. The way agriculture has been looked at and has been taught would not give any attraction to any young people. So now we have to revisit it. And as an electronic engineer technology expert myself, we have to look at bringing in the electronics and the technology in agriculture. We have to look at bringing in the electronics and the technology in agriculture. Smart agriculture. That is the way forward.
Agriculture Senator Roderick Sinclair says the sector is challenged in one way or another. Finance, he says, is a major issue for farmers and entrepreneurs.
The biggest issue, because agribusiness, the biggest issue we have is one of finance. Finance is a big issue. I mean, workers want more money, farmers, fishers, etc. That is how they get paid. But that's one angle. So we're not even discussing price. We're not even discussing cost of producing. We're speaking about these are individuals, entrepreneurs, agripreneurs that we call in this new dispensation, looking for finance to be able to move the enterprise forward.
Senator Sinclair says during consultations, farmers highlighted their challenges when trying to access loans from financial institutions.
How much percent of that is really for agribusiness? Have we looked within? Have the bank looked within? Has the government looked within and see what is going on? Who are the persons involved in this committee that is reviewing these applications? So if you go to the bank and you say, bank, based on productivity, we need to have someone, they say, what are you doing with light? You're building a house or something? If you don't have that capacity. So I am asking within this budget discussion that we want to know who are these people, what is their competencies, and if we need to review this committee that is deciding on this loan.
For MTV News, Rachel Bain.
Newly appointed Senator of the Upper House, Victor Philip, who is also the caretaker for the St. Patrick West constituency, says his constituents can expect nothing different from him than what they are seeing now. He says his thrust for change and his drive for betterment is something that will not change. More from Donella Hosten.
Victor Philip, who has taken over the reins from parliamentary representative for St. Patrick West, says he is well known for his persistence and drive for change and progress. Philip, during an interview on MTV's Rise and Shine, shared a brief synopsis of how he plans to represent his constituents based on his principles.
Well, representation, as the word says, representation. What should be expected is Victor, you know, as they know me. Because it's not, I mean, I'm in this, but I was always, for people who do not know me, I'm always involved in community development, community work. So people know me reaching out, and that will continue to be me because it's something I cannot take away from me. It's just natural.
He insists that the momentum is there, and he understands that there is a need to make time for the people.
Interestingly, is hearing from people themselves. You might not have all the time, but you have to make time to reach out to people, to hear the concerns. Sometimes people really don't want anything that much, but they just want, and they know they can't get all of it at one time, but they want some form of hope, and so therefore, it would be part of that as much as possible. Making the whole system of doing things much easier, as I said, again, using the digital platform, and of course, for those who are not able to understand the digital platform, because we have the older folks, we go the old time way. We go visit them. I always say that there are certain things, and I'm going to say because
the upcoming general election will be Philip's first. He also delivered his maiden speech at the sitting of Senate on Tuesday morning. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Motorists and residents traversing the narrow strip of road known as Cocoa Road will soon have ease of access due to a project undertaken by government to widen that section of road that will allow traffic to flow in both directions.
The Ministry of Works is currently in the first phase of a project to widen what is known as Cocoa Road to residents in Mary and St. George. According to representative for the area, Gregory Bowen, the road was only accessible to one-lane traffic, which was a major hindrance to motorists traversing the area.
Yes, this road was extremely narrow and dangerous, in the sense that it could only accommodate one-way traffic at a time, and people had to reverse way down, and particularly to the top of the hill. When you reach that place, it was blind, and you had to come back a lot. So we expanded the road to the benefit of everyone, the passers-by and the people who live here. A mention must be made of and commendation given to the landowners. I want to recognize them because they willingly and quickly gave of their lands so that we can make this accommodation for them and for users of this particular road.
He says they have also made some adjustments to a section of the road that was quite steep and posed a challenge to drivers.
We flattened the crest of the hill. Again, it was in a manner that was dangerous to motorists as well. So besides widening the road, we flattened the crest so that you had not a too peakish curvature at the top. And so everybody, even though the beginners in driving, can now traverse here in much greater safety.
He also outlined the scope of work to be undertaken during the second phase of the project.
We'd have retaining walls where it's necessary, and then we'll have slipper drains and the completion of this particular component of the road that was just widened. There are some areas where the rock is very solid, so we'd not be using retaining walls there. We'll just use a small amount of the siding for the drain. But there are areas where the rock is not of similar type. It's very loose and it may come down. Then we'll put the retaining wall to the correct height to minimize costs, but at the same time give us a very practical and plausible design for the road widening.
Prior to the widening of the road, it was almost impossible for traffic to flow in both directions, resulting in motorists opting to use alternative routes.
Head of the Community Relations Department, ASP Trevor Rodney, has disclosed that there are many breaches in the emergency regulations, including in churches and businesses. ASP Rodney spoke to these and more burning issues faced by the RGPF on our Rise and Shine program this morning. Here once again is Nikita Hostin with that story.
We've seen certain behaviors that definitely, it appears as though the public believes that all of the regulation is repealed or rescinded. It is not. What we have is the curfew is being relieved for the time being. I don't know why I'm saying for the time being, but for the time being. And we've seen there is still the regulation as it relates to the requirement to wear masks and other face covering in public. That is still the requirement for 6 feet social distancing, both with respect to individuals wherever they assemble.
And that was head of the Community Relations Department, Trevor Rodney, speaking on the regulations that are in place, though the curfew has been lifted. ASP Rodney says it is okay to have gatherings, but there is no strict compliance to protocols, which is a serious concern. He says the RGPF is also seeing non-compliance by religious institutions and businesses throughout Grenada.
Restriction on events and gatherings, and that is the one that is of greatest concern for the time being. A person may hold attend a funeral ceremony if the venue can accommodate the number of persons in compliance with the 6 feet physical distancing protocol in accordance with Regulation 5. Now, what has to happen is that the 6 feet physical distancing, it doesn't matter the size of the building, but what is required is a 6 feet physical distancing. And there seems to be an issue here, and the issue here is in Sub-Regulation 2.
The head of the Community Relations Department says individuals breaching the regulations are liable to face penalties. He says all COVID-19 regulations are in place to protect citizens from the virus.
As I said before, what matters really is the big picture. I think a lot of time we lose sight of the big picture. The big picture is the potential. What can happen, as we saw many months ago. 200 people died because we did not see the big picture. The Minister of Health, he said that persons are going to die because he would have had the information from the scientists and so forth as to what can happen if the pandemic strikes the island. So he made a pronouncement early. We are seeing some behaviors that are irresponsible.
Individuals loitering around business places is a major concern, according to ASP Rodney.
Loiterers removed from around the business place. That is something that we also have to work on. And we do encounter during the season a lot of people loitering around the business place. As a matter of fact, I see some people line up drinking and stowing their bottles and the side of the business places and so forth. That is something definitely we would not tolerate around this time. And no time at all for that matter.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
In the coming days, the fuel price in Grenada will be lowered to $15 presently at the pumps. Grenadians are paying $17.25 for gasoline and $16 for diesel. Days before the price is lowered, Labour Senator Andrew Lewis is calling for a standardized reduction. Senator Lewis says, based on his analysis, workers live on a hand-to-mouth basis, living from paycheck to paycheck. Therefore, given the present financial situation, standardization is the best option.
So we are proposing a standardized reduction, and we are also calling on the government to publish the real price, even as it is capped at 15, to publish the real price at the point of the change, so that we can recognize and follow what is it that government is giving up. So I've made two proposals here. One for a standardized reduction in terms of keeping the cap at 15, but removing a further, let us say taking $3 off the $5.50. And even as you have the $15 cap, please publish to us what the real price will be, so we can follow. We want to once again applaud the government for putting money in the hands of workers. And here we speak of the extra bonus or the extra pay that will be given this month.
During a trip to Grenada in October 2019, Treverson Roberts, 27, forced a 5-year-old boy to perform oral sex on him while he was left in Roberts' care. Roberts pleaded guilty to charges in Grenada and was fined $1,500 and mandated him to pay $600 compensation to the victim. On Monday, Roberts, who is a U.S. resident, pleaded guilty in New York to engaging in illicit sexual conduct with a minor in a foreign place and faces a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence after considering the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. Talk show host Junior George, who openly expressed outrage over the sexual assault and the subsequent ruling by the local court in 2019, gave his perspective on the recent development.
It was about around October 17th when we first put out the video. And I think years later, after looking at what transpired recently, all the agencies, including the Ride Along team and Grenada Women's Inc. and other organizations who work hard to make sure that this get pushed forward and don't get pushed under the rug, I think we are elated to hear of what transpired recently.
George believes that while the police tried their best on the matter, generally the judicial system failed the family.
I think that the Grenada justice system from the bottom right up to the top failed the family. Hence the reason why the family wanted to get it out there. They didn't feel like they got the justice from the court. That's why they took it to social media. And I also believe if this content wasn't put out there to the world, probably nothing would have come of it.
He believes that Rob got what he deserved.
Now people are asking, Treverson could face up to 30 years in prison. Does the time worth the crime? And I answer it like this. This child would forever be damaged based on what this individual did to him, right? Treverson, whether he get 10 years, which is the minimum sentence, or 30 years, he could come out and live his life, but this child would be forever damaged for the rest of his life. So yes, I think that the time is worth the crime. And it also would deter the next would-be pedophile after seeing something like this, knowing that they could spend 30 years in prison for sexually molesting children. It sends a strong message to would-be pedophiles.
That's it for the first segment of news. More news after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
It's the season to give, and Grenlec invites you to give a gift of love and light to someone in our community who has been challenged by COVID-19. Make your account current and nominate someone for a chance to win. 200 winners will be gifted with a $400 grocery voucher or a $75 electricity voucher. If we select your entry, you too will win. Visit our website or Facebook page for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Promotion runs November 24th to December 24th. Give a gift from Grenlec this holiday.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Super Sunday! Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday in Grenada! Wow! And this year, it's gonna be online with a whopping $20,000 US! Yes, you heard right! $20,000 US to be won! Just get a ticket for only US $20 and you stand a chance to win! Get your tickets now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at GoToVet.com. Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday! Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy T Virtual Bingo and win cash this Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everybody!
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the Communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the Communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with joy.
Welcome back. Tuesday morning saw the top two 2021 CPEA performers on the island awarded by National Youth Ambassador Elon James. This special prize giving is part of James' advocacy and outreach initiative to give back to society. Nikita Hosten has more.
Growing up, I always wanted to do give back to community and do initiatives of my own, and I always see the needs for giving back and remembering where I came from. Hence, being a part of the public school system, I always saw the importance of the teachers and also the parents, and I said, why not do something to award the parents and the teachers of in and around the education system.
That was Elon James, Youth Officer and National Youth Ambassador. Coming from very humble beginnings, Elon James decided to give back by awarding CPEA top performers for their outstanding performance in the CPEA exams 2021. The official award ceremony was held on Tuesday at the Ministries of Education conference room. The recipients were divided into different categories according to James.
The Elon James Award comprised of the Sodoi Award, which is the Golden Child. So that the Golden Child intention is to give the top student of the public school system in Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment an award, and also to give the parent of the top student of the public school system in CPA an award which is called the Golden Care Award. And last but not least is to give the top teachers, the teachers of the top students, an award, and that award was called the Your Teaching, Your Impact Award.
Present to celebrate the top two performers at the ceremony was Minister of Education, Emlyn Pierre.
So what Elon is doing here this morning is demonstrating that he has connected with his purpose, demonstrating that he understands the why. That is where leadership starts. Heard him speak about his mother, a market vendor. Is your mother here this morning? Not here this morning. Well, I always say it's not about where you came from. Some people try to tell us otherwise. It's not about where you came from. Prime Minister's mother was a market vendor. Yeah? It's not about where you came from.
The motivational speech was given by Mr. Javon Bartholomew.
There is a very important something or someone that we tend to leave out of our lives at times, and that is God. I want to tell you, please don't let that be you. You need to develop and maintain a relationship with God, and that is if you don't already have one. Now understand that everything happens through Him.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Understanding the importance of vision, the Lions Club of St. John continues to serve the communities of St. John and neighboring St. Mark through its Mobile Vision Clinic initiative. This initiative, which was done in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, saw approximately 75 students from both parishes getting their eyes tested, with 10 receiving eyeglasses. MTV was there to witness the handover of the eyeglasses to the students.
Valued to the tune of $5,000, 10 students from the parishes of St. Mark and St. John received glasses through an initiative of the Lions Club of St. John dubbed the Mobile Vision Clinic for grade 6 students. The clinic was done in partnership with the Ministry of Health's Medical District of St. John and St. Mark through collaborative fundraising efforts of the community members and the membership of the Lions Club. Lion David Hopkin expressed thanks to those who contributed and helped to brighten the lives of the students.
Partnership and support for our program. This is our 3rd year, and Clear Vision has always been there for us throughout this process. They are not the only, but we are grateful to them for that. And also, we like to say thanks to our club members who contribute their time and their energy towards making this program successful.
He says this is something they plan to continue doing going forward. President of the Lions Club of St. John, Alison Knight, presented the glasses to the students, compliments Clear Vision Eye Center and Quartz Optical, as she reminded them of the value of their vision. The students and their parents all expressed gratitude to the Lions Club of St. John and St. Mark, the community members, Clear Vision Eye Center and Quartz Optical.
I'd like to thank Quartz Optical and St. John's Lions Club for finding that initiative to make sure that, kids could see.
Thank you for this great initiative of the Lions Club of St. John. Thank you to everyone who has contributed. The little you gave, indeed, it is a big deal, and we wish that you continue to support generously.
Thank you for giving me the glasses.
Thank you for giving me the glasses for my vision.
I want to say a heartfelt thank you to the Lions Club for taking the initiative to look after the members of St. John's.
Representatives from both companies indicated that they were delighted to be part of this initiative.
We welcome the fact that the Lions Club has continued their project, and therefore we continue our pediavision program through that project.
So, being a representative of Quartz Optical, I'd like to thank the Lions Club for giving us this opportunity to actually help in giving back to the community in the eyewear.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Grenlec is bringing greater convenience to its customers this season. At just the touch of a button, customers can now check their bill balances, usage history, report faults and more from their mobile devices using the new Grenlec mobile app. Electrical engineer at Grenlec, Samantha Hussle, speaks to the app features.
Firstly, you can check your bill balance. As soon as the bills are produced, you get updated information in the app. The app allows you to know if there are outages in your area. Gives you the time that we expect the outages to be resolved when you get the power back. And it allows you an easy way, quick and easy way to tell us when you see issues, when you see problems. For customers experiencing a power outage, please check the app first to see if there's a notification indicating that we at Grenlec are already aware of the problem. In that case, you can add more information if you're aware of poles being damaged or lines being down in a specific area.
Prudence Greenwich, Grenlec's corporate communications manager, noted that the app is in an addition to a suite of tools that are designed to enhance customer experience.
We believe that customers will embrace the opportunity to have Grenlec information, their billing information, as well as notifications from Grenlec about their service on an ongoing basis. We think it's particularly useful that customers can add as many accounts as they would like. And while we've built in the security feature so that the first time you're using it, you will have to enter your account number as well as your Grenlec access number. Thereafter, you will not have to do that. It's one click and you get the information that you're looking for whatever account you have set up. I'm sure our customers are quite aware that when there's an emergency, getting through to our emergency fault line can be quite frustrating. And so we encourage customers to utilize the app during those times to get information and to communicate with us if you need to provide more information about a particular outage. The customers who have tried it out so far have told us that it's very easy to set up and quite user-friendly, and we're hoping that that's going to be your experience.
In addition to the mobile app, customers can continue calling 237 to check balances and report faults 24/7. The Grenlec app is available for download on both Android and iOS platforms via Google Play and the app. A new executive has been elected, including a new president by members of the Alliance of Evangelical Churches, during a recently held annual general meeting. The new executive will serve the Alliance for the next 2-year term. The Alliance of Evangelical Churches held its annual general meeting to elect a new executive at the Grenville Pentecostal Lighthouse on Sunday, during which a new president was elected, including new members on the executive. Former president of the Alliance, Reverend Joachim Phillip, who was re-elected during Sunday's meeting, speaking to MTV News on Tuesday, says their first order of business is to alert the various stakeholders of the change and then address other areas of their strategic plan for the new 2-year term.
Because we had a strategic plan, we continuing with the strategic plan, because as a team, we had an excellent team working, and we continue to work, most of us together. And the first order of business is to get, first of all of the necessary places that need to know that there's a change, get the information out to them, and then start working on the areas of the strategic plan that we didn't work on the last term, but we continue to work on.
They will also be rolling out initiatives to address psychosocial issues, especially among the Christian community, Philip says.
We intend to have the social plans where we try to get ministers, pastors to have that understanding of social life and balance, especially in a time where the challenge is people are becoming more stressed now, more challenged with mental things. We want to have a social outlook on things, and where you organize social events so that persons would just have a place where they can relax among believers and socialize.
He says they will also be addressing national issues, including the issue of vaccination and the freedom of choice.
We'll be addressing national issues like sexual abuse, child abuse, some of the issues as it relates to the whole issue of COVID-19 and how it's treated with the church. And it's one thing that we do, we said we're not going to bring anything that divides the church into the church arena. So we're not even having the discussion on the separation of vaccinated and not vaccinated. We're not even having a discussion on that, because the church is an entity that has to include everybody in the society.
Bishop Esther Batiste was elected as first vice president, Reverend Samuel Niles as second vice president, Secretary Francine Foster, Public Relations Officer Russell John, and Treasurer Jefferson Rubin. That's the second segment of news. More news after the break.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with Trend, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with Trend.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with Trend.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel. It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel.
Your favorite flavored soft drink now comes in a limited edition sorrel flavor. Enjoy a cold sorrel sweet drink this Christmas. Available in 591 ml packet sizes. Sweet drink, we drink.
It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel.
Proudly produced in Grenada by the Grenada Bottling Company Limited.
Super Sunday! Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday in Grenada! Wow! And this year, it's gonna be online with a whopping $20,000 US! Yes, you heard right! $20,000 US to be won! Just get a ticket for only US $20 and you stand a chance to win! Get your tickets now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday! Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy T Virtual Bingo and win cash this Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everybody!
It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel. It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel.
Your favorite flavored soft drink now comes in a limited edition sorrel flavor. Enjoy a cold sorrel sweet drink this Christmas. Available in 591 ml packet sizes. Sweet drink, we drink.
It's the season for sorrel, a sweet drink sorrel.
Proudly produced in Grenada by the Grenada Bottling Company Limited.
Why wish upon a star, for a bank is better by far. Whatever you're wishing for this Christmas, will give you low interest and no fuss.
Co-op Bank is making Christmas wishes come true. Fix up your home, treat your loved ones, and get everything on your Christmas list this year with our no-fuss loans. As we count down the 12 days to Christmas, you can win awesome prizes every day. Special terms and conditions apply.
Christmas wishes come true with Co-op Bank and you.
Welcome home.
The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
We now join Donessa Panchu for news from across the region.
This is the regional roundup for today. I am Donessa Panchu. In Jamaica, the police are probing an incident in which a man was gunned down on Wednesday in Bulby, St. Thomas, hours after he was accused of raping a woman from the community. The Jamaica Observer says reports reaching them indicate that the woman was attacked by an armed man when she arrived home. The man then fled the area and the incident was reported to the police. Hours later, the police were notified that a man was found suffering from a bullet wound in another section of the community. He later succumbed to his injuries. The victim reportedly identified the man as her attacker. In St. Vincent, the SVGTU president is appealing to unvaccinated teachers to turn up to work and not to abandon their jobs in the absence of a dismissal letter. Oswald Robinson said several members who are yet to be vaccinated have reported that they are being told when they show up to work that they have been replaced.
We have been getting reports that principals are telling their teachers who are unvaccinated that they have been replaced. In some cases, you are seeing somebody else on the job. Now, that is very unprofessional. It is unacceptable. Because you cannot tell a person that they have been replaced and you have not put that in writing. So we need to have those instructions being put in writing. If a teacher has been dismissed, you need to put that in writing. You can't say it by word of mouth. So we are appealing again to our members to turn up for work, show up for work, do not walk off a job. Wait until they physically put you off the job or until you have something in writing.
St. Lucia says they will have Carnival next year after a 2-year break due to COVID-19. The cabinet ministers decided after several consultations that Carnival 2022 will be hosted and dubbed the Vax Mass is based on approval from the Ministry of Health according to existing protocols. The aim for Vax Mass is to create a bubble to ensure the safety of everyone involved, the general public, the Carnival patrons alike. Everyone participating, revelers, patrons, support staff and service providers must be fully vaccinated. And finally in the region, slain Haitian President Jovenel Moïse planned to give authorities in the United States a list of politicians and businessmen linked to drug trafficking. Moïse was shot dead at his residence on July 7th. According to a press report, he was working on a list of powerful politicians and businessmen involved in drug trafficking in Haiti. Some of the men arrested for the attack have corroborated that retrieving that list was a priority after the killing. Moïse's widow, Martin, who was wounded during the attack, pretended to be dead and said she heard the killer say, "This is it," before leaving the house. That's it for this evening's regional roundup. I am Donessa Panchu.
This is the MTV Evening News. More news after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sports is up next.
Darling, would you like some tea? I've made your favorite.
Well, thank you, darling. I'm here finishing my blog post to help homeowners understand their electricity bills. The left side of your bill shows the rates for electricity and the government charges. The middle portion shows the number of units you've consumed, plus the history of your usage over the last 8 months. And the right side shows how much you're being charged.
I really think people are going to value this information.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We promised you, and now it's time to deliver. St. Louis UPVC is finally open for business. Look for the blue building marked St. Louis UPVC number 21 Frequenter Industrial Park. At St. Louis UPVC, we manufacture durable push-up windows, sliding windows, projected windows, and casement windows. You can also purchase sliding doors. Our products are manufactured with up to half-inch impact glass, with 21 different types of glass to choose from. Windows can be customized to your specifications. Free delivery island-wide. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Feel free to call us at 439-6538 for more information.
Coming up in sports, Sandals Foundation sponsors swim instructor program to sustain capacity across the island. Stay with us. Rachel Bain now has the latest in sports.
Good evening, sporting fans. Sandals Foundation sponsors swim instructor program to sustain capacity across the island was launched on Tuesday. To kickstart the program, the Sandals Foundation has sponsored the first group of 20 instructors who will undergo 6 months of classes starting December 14th.
Therefore, again, we pledge our continued support in 2022 to providing free swim lessons to children and adults in Grenada and around the region. The sustainability of this movement not only requires financial support, but also the human capital to drive it forward. And this is why we are here today at the launch of the Swim Instructors Program.
The classes will be taught by Natalie Regis, senior swim coach at the Ministry of Sports. Deb Eastwood, director of the NGO that sponsors Get Grenada Swimming, was excited to announce the next 5-year strategy.
Our goal in the next 5 years is to teach 100 people how to teach swim lessons. We're doing this for sustainability, so as the program progresses, we will have more and more swim instructors on the island.
Introductory level sessions will take place from December to March, where participants will be taught water safety, the basic skills in swimming, and the components of the various strokes in swimming. Members of the Windward Islands senior team are set to participate in an instructional program that is intended to help them realize their fullest potential. Cricket West Indies stated in a media release that the Advancing Crickets Through Education program is made up of a series of courses and seminars. CWI says the AEC program would furnish Windward's cricketers with knowledge and the necessary off-the-field skills and mental tenacity to be the utmost professional, which will help them to realize their fullest potential. And still with cricket, Pakistan cruised to a 6-3 win over the West Indies in the first T20 International at the National Stadium in Karachi on Monday. The Pakistanis, who were sent in to bat first, posted 200 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in their allotted 20 overs, and then dismissed the visitors for 137 off 19 overs. The West Indies, without seasoned campaigners Kieron Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Chris Gale, Ravi Rampal, Andre Russell, Lindell Simmons, Andre Fletcher, Evan Lewis, Fabian Allen, Shimron Hetmeyer, Jason Holder, and Obed McCoy from their ill-fated T20 World Cup title defense a few weeks ago lost 3 members of their squad, Sheldon Cottrell, Kyle Myers, and Ruston Chase on Saturday due to positive COVID-19 tests. And finally in sports, victims of jailed former U.S. national gymnastics team Dr. Larry Nassar are to receive U.S. $380 million after reaching a settlement with U.S. Gymnastics, the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, and their insurer's attorney said yesterday. The settlement, one of the largest ever recorded for victims of sex abuse, ends a 5-year legal battle that erupted following the abuse scandal that rocked the U.S. Olympic movement. Nassar, 58, is serving a life sentence after pleading guilty in late 2017 and early 2018 to sexually assaulting athletes while working as a sports medicine doctor at the USA Gymnastics and Michigan State University. And that has brought us to the end of MTV's Evening Sports. I am Risha Bain.
The weather and a recap of the top stories after the break.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Good evening, viewers, with Tuesday night's weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Dwayne Williams. Another cloudy day throughout the extreme southern Caribbean, while the islands further north, they experience partly cloudy conditions with 1 or 2 scattered to isolated showers. We did have some more of those residual showers here today. They are becoming fewer and further apart, but we would continue to see them throughout the night. Continuing cloudiness over the extreme southern Caribbean from Grenada stretching southwards to the over Trinidad to the South American coast. That would continue to bring some scattered showers here throughout the night. Even though the showers are becoming fewer and further apart, we still are going to see them throughout the nighttime and into tomorrow, especially in the morning. The forecast for Tuesday night is for occasional showers. Winds would continue to come in from the northeast between 10 and 20 miles per hour. The minimum temperature around 23. The moon is up. It's going to set at 2:33 in the morning and rise again at 2:38 tomorrow afternoon. On Wednesday, we are expecting cloudy conditions with fewer showers, improvement into the afternoon. The winds remain northeasterly, 12 to 24 miles per hour. The chance of rain is about 70% with choppy seas and 6 to 8 foot waves. Sunrise 6:19, sunset 5:45, max of 31. We continue to feel more like 33. Occasional showers would continue in Port of Spain, lots of cloudiness. The isolated showers in Bridgetown with fair skies continuing in Kingston. Showers in Miami, mostly cloudy in New York and cloudy in London. Over the next 7 days, we're going to see some more residual showers on Thursday, partly cloudy on Friday and Saturday, with a 50% chance of showers on Sunday, about a 40% into the next work week. We are going to see winds picking up over the next few days, and seas are going to become even rougher than they are right now, so do exercise caution. That's it for me for Tuesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Remember, you can join me again on Wednesday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Now to end of the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenada to experience normal to above normal rainfall for the next few months. Royal Grenada Police Force expresses concern with breaches in the emergency regulations by churches and businesses. Grenlec introduces mobile app for ease of service to customers. And in sports, Sanders Foundation sponsors swim instructor program to sustain capacity across the island. Before we leave, a reminder to tune in to MTV Wednesday for another edition of We Christmas from 10 a.m. to midday. On behalf of the news and the production departments, I am Troy Gill. Thank you for watching. Good night.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one later ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Josan Clark from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this draw is conducted in an accountable manner. And the game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. This time, if your tickets are ready, it's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. First number this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 8. Second number is also 8. Third and final number. Final number is 8. Let's recap those numbers. Numbers on the screen. First number up is 8. The second, 8. Third and final is 8. So that's 8, 8, and 8. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned, get your daily cash flow drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts
at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Daily Cash 4 evening draw for today, Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Jocelyn Clark from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. This time, your tickets at hand. It's Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. That's one of this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck. First number this evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 7, second number is 6, third number up. Third number is 1, fourth and final number. Final number is also 1. Let's recap those numbers. It's on the screen. First number up is 7. The second is 6. Third, 1. Fourth and final is 1. So that's 7, 6, 1, and 1. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned, get your play drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just 1 lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Playway Evening Draw for today, Tuesday, December 14th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me once again is Ms. Jocelyn Clark from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this draw is conducted in a fair, accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. Let's play Playway. Value your dreams, win your way. Good luck. This evening's winning Playway number is check your tickets. This evening's winning Playway number is 17. Let's recap the number 1717. 17 represents the dream symbol mongoose. Congratulations to all the winners of this evening's Playway draw. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, support sports, culture, and nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one later ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Maximize your advertising dollar. Admire your growth. Only with MTV, Magic FM, and the Grenada Informer. Contact our marketing department on 440-8171 or 444-1413.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Catherine Williams, also known as Bernice, Tita, and Darlin, of Blair St. Andrew, who resided at Jean Anglais St. George, passed away on Friday, 5th November 2021, at the age of 72. She was the mother of Junior Gia Williams, Trelawney Shark Williams, Charles I.E. Williams, and Judy Williams, grandmother of Michael, Torel, Trevon, Taraji, Jamoya, Anishka, Naheem, Nathan, Celio, and Kadishka, sister of Rebecca Berkeley, Gracelyn Natu in Canada, Rupert Natu in the USA, Thomas, Lawson, McQueen, and Daniel Natu, aunt of many including Kim, Erica, Vernessa, Loxley, Alina, Marcus, Risha, and Richard, niece of Lucy Smith, Henry Williams, and Donald Williams in Trinidad, sister-in-law of Christiana Natu, Nicodemus Berkeley, Eric Matthew Williams, Ronald Williams, and Rosalind Charles, mother-in-law of Neil and Julian, Tracy Neptune in the UK, Joselle Hunt, and Geraldine St. Bernard. Many cousins, other relatives, and close friends including Lydia Chaiton Phillip, Mavis Nichols, Norris Williams, Gracelyn Caliste, Stephanie Patterson, Rawl Williams, William Newell, Rita Bishop, Claudia Charles, Jennifer Fletcher, the pastor and members of Grand Anse Berean Church, and friends and neighbours of Blair's, Monthorn, Bylands, Birtgrove, Jean Anglais, Gulf Course, Grand Anse, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Catherine Williams, also known as Bernice, Tita, and Darlin, of Blair St. Andrew, who resided at Jean Anglais St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to LaCour Brothers Funeral Homes. John Augustine Nichols, also known as Froggo and Wamping, of Munich St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday, November 28, 2021, at the age of 68. He was the brother of Lillian Edwards in the UK, Teresa Chrissy Fletcher in Barbados, Margaret, Naomi, Alma, Jefferson and Judge Dephrim Nichols in the USA, Raymond in Canada, and Oscar, also known as Ocorn, in Grenada. Uncle of many including Dolores Edwards, Kenneth Pompey Braffett, Charlene Francis, Dr. Kathy Ann Fletcher, E.M. and Alry George, Jacinta Gibbs, Leon Peters, Ken Mitchell, and teacher Perla Roberts. Brother-in-law of Kenneth Fletcher, Eric Mitchell and Trevalin Nichols. Many other relatives and friends including Uncle Zephyrin Francis, Elma Peters, Kenny Mason, Patrick Hugo Mason, Kenisha Lambert, the Gibbs, Macmillan, and Nichols families of Munich and Lafayette, Dolores Joseph and the boys by the shop on the hill in Bamboo, Eldika Alexander, and friends and neighbors of Munich and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late John Augustine Nichols, also known as Froggo and Wamping, of Munich St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Dave Marquez, also known as Calawa, of Lower Depardine Street, Grove, St. John, who resided at Marigot St. John, passed away on November 11, 2021, at the age of 51. He was the son of Ina Marquez and Edwin Sandy, father of Cedric Marquez, brother of Dishon and Reba Renata Marquez, Kwame Frederick, and Edwin Sandy Jr. in the USA, nephew of many including Gillian Williams, Hanny, Hazari, Murphy and Judy Marquez in the USA, Veronica Lorraine, and Lillis Lorraine in the United Kingdom, uncle of Caleb and Elijah Marquez, and Jelena Frederick, close and dear friend of Rocali George. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Natasha Marquez Sylvester, Danielle Campbell, Tamika Williams, Gretchen and Twine and Kurt Fleming and family in the USA, Peter Strawn and family, Lyndon Harper, Shirley Darbo and family, Betty and Duncan, Rhaenyra Banfield, Brendan Williams, the Board of Directors, Management and Staff of Nawassa, members of the Sparklers Basketball Club, and friends and neighbors of Grove, Marigot and surrounding areas, and in the United Kingdom and the USA. The funeral service for the late Dave Marquez, also known as Calawa, of Lower Depardine Street, Grove, St. John, who resided at Marigot St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. David Charles, also known as Joby, of Lafayette St. Andrew, passed away on Wednesday, 17th November 2021, at the age of 78. He was the father of Kenroy Williams, Anthony Williams, Chlorina Williams, Roquel Williams, Alex Williams, Sergeant No. 271 Kevin Williams, and Police Constable No. 512 Williams, brother of Margaret Charles and Josephine Charles in Trinidad, and Neltress Beggs in Grenada, stepfather of Rosemary Williams in Canada and Kim Budd in Grenada, grandfather of 18 including Shamaika Alexander, Makeda, Kasara, Kelvin, Ariel, Ariana, Lisa, Esmond, Brittany and Braddon Williams, great-grandfather of 7, uncle of Daniel and Philip Charles, Fitzroy Beggs and Grant Beggs, Nellis Stewart and Joan, father-in-law of Nazaria and Tinka Williams, Joanna Amadi and Sharon, cousin of many including the Honorable Delma Thomas and family, Pastor Frankie Noel and family, and Maria Charles Viveg and family. Many other relatives and close friends including Sidney St. Louis, Charlie, Desmond Sherman, Keith, Earl Abraham, Alice Charles, the Charles family of Monthorn, Pearls and St. John's St. Andrew, the Edgar and Stewart families of Lafayette, the Beggs and Noel families of Bylands, the Caliste family of Paradise and Lafayette, and the Sampson family of Grandlet. The funeral of the late David Charles, also known as Joby, of Lafayette St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jaden Blake of Woburn St. George, a student of South St. George Government School, passed away on Saturday 27th November 2021 at the age of 10. He was the son of Desian Blake and Akeem Alexis, brother of Kelia Blake, grandson of Diane Alexis John, Donnie Blake, Andre Theodore and Dessa Robertson, great-grandson of Cynthia Blake, nephew of Lynn Blake, Makeda Modeste, Renate Barclay, Miguel Smith, Brittany Mahone and Donnie Blake Jr., grandnephew of 23 including the Alexis and Billy Felix families of Montu, Michelle Blake, Pastor Christopher Adams and Dadrian Blake in Tobago, cousin of many including Decima Blake Thomas, godson of Aisha DeGale and Clinton Dei Williams, close friend of Jaden James, many other relatives and friends including the John family of Woburn, the Blake family of Woburn, Laborie, Trinidad and Tobago and the USA, the Adams, Chateau and Mahone families of Monlong and in Trinidad, Elmer Batiste and family in Canada, the Robertson family of Crowshoe, the Narayan family of Woburn, Anelsia Evans and family of Beaton, Barrington and Suzette Roberts of Canivini, students of Grade 5R, Davis Adams, principal, staff and students of the South St. George Government School, and neighbours and friends of Woburn, Frequentee and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Jaden Blake of Woburn St. George will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Mary Peters, also known as Merlin of Grove St. John, who resided in Trinidad, passed away on Thursday, 2nd December 2021 at the age of 83. She was the mother of John Nimrod in Carriacou, Sandra Campbell and Sharon Ross in Grenada, Verna Nimrod, Samuel Nimrod in Trinidad, Veronica Nimrod in Carriacou, and Nellie Peters James in Trinidad. Adopted mother of Michael Thomas in the USA and Popo John in Grenada. Grandmother of 20 including Anderson Joseph, Michael Scott Jr., Joshua Nimrod, Amanda Scott, Joshin, Heston and Judy Nimrod, Cassandra Williams, Anthony Nimrod, Wanda Romaine, Warren Stewart, Clinton, Christelle, Shermel and Qasim Nimrod. Great-grandmother of 16, sister of Joyce Thomas and George Nimrod in Grenada, Deslyn Agard in Canada, and Selwyn Nimrod in the USA. Mother-in-law of Alistair Campbell and Elizabeth Ross in Grenada, Eric James in Trinidad, Alison Figueroa, and Hilda Nimrod in Carriacou. Her caregiver, Lisa Howell in Trinidad. Aunt of many including Patricia Nichols. Many other relatives and friends including Marilyn Paul and family in Trinidad, Eastlyn Ferguson in Trinidad, the Nimrod family of Carriacou, Grenada and Trinidad, the minister and members of the St. Paul's Spiritual Baptist Church, Trinidad, and friends and neighbors in Trinidad and Grove. The funeral service for the late Mary Peters, also known as Merlin, of Grove St. John, who resided in Trinidad, will take place privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Ralph Fabian Vincent, also known as Spraggy and Uncle, of Richmond St. Andrew, who resided in Queens Village, New York, and Felix Park Cottage, Crowshoe St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, 9th December 2021, at the age of 81. He was the brother of Florence Vincent Lewis in England, Daphne Vincent Valembrum in the USA, Lucy Vida Vincent Sylvester, and Nelsia Vincent. Adopted brother of Catherine Superville, brother-in-law of Urban Barney Sylvester in Grenada, and Tony Valembrum in the USA. Nephew of Nordica Noel. Uncle of many including Ryan Sylvester, Aaron Valembrum, Kenroy Vincent, Mark Wilson, Christopher Regis, Madeline Wilson, Gillian Lewis, Joycelyn Wilkinson, and Debbie Etienne. Godfather of Carvel. Other relatives and friends including James Lewis, Lucy and Wellington King, Hermie and Debbie Caliste, the David, George, Fenley, Vincent, Charles, Blackett, Alexander, Dumont, Singh, Antwine and Worm families in Grenada, Dominic Sylvester, Theodora and Sandra Jones, Steve and Jelen McQueen, Nikita, Lisa, Terence, Laurel, and friends and neighbours of Richmond and Crowshoe St. Andrew. The funeral of the late Ralph Fabian Vincent, also known as Spraggy and Uncle, of Richmond St. Andrew, who resided in Queens Village, New York, and Felix Park Cottage, Crowshoe St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Shendell Chad Anthony Murrell Charles of River Road, St. George, died on Thursday, December 2nd, 2021, at the age of 36. He was the son of Marlene Murrell and Everest Charles in the USA, father of Michael Anthony Miller, brother of Aquena Murrell in the USA, and Kaiwan Murrell, grandson of Denise Murrell Thorne, step-grandson of Fitzroy Thorne, nephew of Sonia Nimblett Anthony, Roy Licorice, Nicole Murrell in the USA, Matthew Murrell, Audrey Charles in Canada, Cislin in Trinidad, Jude Charles and Antonia Jones Murrell, cousin of Chad Nimblett in the UK, Camicia Charles and Janine Licorice in the USA, and Akeem Charles, grandnephew of Keith Murrell, Marva Hines and Jocelyn Ventoux, close friend of Claricel Henry, the Honourable Peter David, Karen Cato, Laura Edwards, Kimani Rowley, Owen Peters, Kamal, Marlon, Demorion, Glennis Hazard, Pastor Oscar Rubin, and members of Faith Independence Baptist Church, Happy Hill, and Uncle Sean. Other relatives and friends including the Murrell family of New Hampshire and Cloget, the Charles and Philip families of Upper Capitol, the Ventoux family of Boca, the Peters family of River Road, and friends and neighbours of River Road and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Shendell Chad Anthony Murrell Charles of River Road, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Erlyn Aldith Ferguson, affectionately known as Mammy Erlyn of Sanssouci, St. George, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, passed away on Wednesday, 1st December 2021, at the age of 94. She was the mother of Jude in Grenada, Arlene, Jasmine, Jenilyn, Rosiel and Revan in the USA, Reginald and Michael in England. Adopted mother of Kieron, Caroline, Andres, Charmaine, Joanna and Junior in the USA. Grandmother of 20 including Raylene, Randall, Ryan, Veldon, Tamika, Shireen, Sean, Jelani, Marshall and Dawn. Great-grandmother of many including Tariq, Janaya, Adrinel, Shanice and Asia. Mother-in-law of Rodney, Jude, Eric and Dwight in the USA, Gloria and June in England. Grandmother-in-law of Vanda and Karen. Aunt of many including Dr. Roland Purcell and the Purcell family, Wayne, Henley, Ian, Joan, Glenna and Sherwin. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Mary Flaveny, Daphne Park and family, Jean Sylvester and family, Helen Church, Erdlin Celestine, Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Rokoff and family, Yoland Williams and family, Diane Harvey and the Andrew family of Thebaid, Agnes Eben and family, Teresa and Stephanie Bascom, and friends and neighbors in the USA, Sanssouci and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Erlyn Aldith Ferguson, affectionately known as Mammy Erlyn of Sanssouci, St. George, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will take place in the USA. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jude Roberts of Fort Judy, St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Tuesday, 7th December 2021, at the age of 66. He was the husband of Violet Merle McIntosh, son of Faith Roberts, brother of Glenroy Sparks and Hesley Paul, uncle of Glenisha Buckmeyer, nephew of Ignatia Roberts, Rhoda Batiste in Trinidad, Josephine Joseph, also known as Auntie Finn, and Aurelia George in Texas, brother-in-law of Cynthia Davidson, Joyce, Jimmy, William and Andrew McIntosh. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Teresa Reason, Rolanda McQueen, Philip McQueen, Irving Mitchell, Ajamu Mitchell in Grenada, Theodora Hippolyte, Josephine D'Souza, Esther Douglas and Shirley Mitchell in the United Kingdom, Selma Charles, the Mitchell and Skeet families in Trinidad, the Mitchell, Liebert, Myers, Roberts and Hippolyte families in the USA, and friends and neighbors of Pomerose, Munich and Fort Judy. The funeral of the late Jude Roberts of Fort Judy, St. George, who resided in the USA, will take place on Sunday, December 19th in New Jersey, USA. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Louisa Pamela Benoit, affectionately known as Pamela, of Carrier St. Andrew, who resided in the USA, passed away on Saturday, 27th November 2021, at the age of 66. She was the wife of Branson Benoit, mother of Brent and Tynette Benoit, grandmother of Bryce Benoit, mother-in-law of Jackie and Benoit, sister of Clarice Alexander, Gayman and Diana Hilaire, sister-in-law of many, including Ganetha Richards, Alma Cheddick, Tessa Grant, Narlin and Sharon Benoit, aunt and grandaunt of many, too numerous to mention. Other close relatives and friends, including Patrice Rose and the Decoto family of Montrose, the Benoit and Richards families of Snell Hall, the Hilaire family of Carrier, and members of the Snell Hall and Brooklyn Faith Seventh-day Adventist churches. The funeral service and entombment of the late Louisa Pamela Benoit, affectionately known as Pamela, of Carrier St. Andrew, who resided in the USA, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Sharon Teresa Christopher Suzuf, of St. David, who resided in Houston, Texas, passed away on Sunday, 14th November 2021. She was the daughter of Vernice Christopher and Sidney Whiteman, wife of Babajou, mother of Nisona, Lisa, and McKessie, grandmother of Idris, sister of Simon, Violet, and Maria, aunt of Abigail, Beverly, Vanessa, Raquel, Nadine, Nadia, Renee, Doreen, Pamela, Peter, Alan, Orlando, Paul, Kevin, Kelvin, Mika, and Kareem. Many other relatives and friends. A memorial service for the late Sharon Teresa Christopher Suzuf, St. David, who resided in Houston, Texas, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Corporal 837 Kenneth Cummings, also known as Jasper, of Happy Hill, St. George, who resided at New Hampshire, St. George, passed away on Saturday, November 20th, 2021, at the age of 56. Left to cherish his memory are his mother, Kathleen Cummings, children Kurt Samuel, Nathan, Kelani, Kira and Kiva Cummings, Cody, Kendra and Karima Joseph, and Olivia Decoto. 2 grandchildren, Azura Ramdeen and Caniel Joseph. Brothers and sisters, Shane and Marilyn Pilgrim, Heston, Rond and Pedroy Cummings, and Joy Cummings Dosmas in the USA, and Donisha Cummings Cato. Many nieces and nephews. Aunt Ruby Roach in the UK. Other relatives and friends too numerous to mention, including members of the Royal Grenada Police Force. The funeral service and entombment of the late Corporal 837 Kenneth Cummings, also known as Jasper, of Happy Hill, who resided at New Hampshire St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. William Kingston Mitchell of Grand Anse St. George passed away on Saturday, 4th December 2021, at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late William Kingston Mitchell of Grand Anse St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. James Aldwin Mitchell, also known as Coot and Brother Mitch, of Happy Hill, who resided at Tempe St. George, passed away on Wednesday, 8th December 2021, at the age of 73. The funeral arrangements for the late James Aldwin Mitchell, also known as Coot and Brother Mitch, of Happy Hill, who resided at Tempe St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Reginald Howell, also known as Police, of Florida St. John, who resided at Monkridge St. Patrick, passed away on Saturday, December 4th, 2021, at the age of 50. The funeral arrangements for the late Reginald Howell, also known as Police, of Florida St. John, who resided at Monkridge St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jimmy John, also known as Kiki or Is True, of New Hampshire St. George, died on Monday, 6th December 2021, at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Jimmy John, also known as Kiki or Is True, of New Hampshire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Clarice Alexander, also known as Claro, of Monthorn St. Andrew, a well-known market vendor at Grenville, passed away on Friday, 3rd December 2021, at the age of 81. The funeral arrangements for the late Clarice Alexander, also known as Claro, of Monthorn St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Maud Jones George, also known as Teacher Maud, of Happy Hill St. George, passed away on Saturday, 27th November 2021, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Maud Jones George, also known as Teacher Maud, of Happy Hill St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Molan Martin Lalji, also known as Flex and Mad Max, of Latente St. David, died on Wednesday, December 1st, 2021, at the age of 42. The funeral arrangements for the late Molan Martin Lalji, also known as Flex and Mad Max, of Latente St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Deborah Pearline Nayak, also known as Maisy and Nayo, of Dunfermline, who resided at Mirabeau St. Andrew, passed away on Tuesday, 23rd November 2021, at the age of 51. The funeral arrangements for the late Deborah Pearline Nayak, also known as Maisy and Nayo of Dunfermline, who resided at Mirabeau St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, resided in Canada, passed away on Monday, 22nd November. The funeral of the late Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Canada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The Bible, this book, familiar to every person on the face of the earth today, gives us directions for our life. When death comes, there is great sorrow to the family and friends and loved ones of the one that has passed on. But if we put our trust in the Lord Jesus Christ and we follow the instructions of this book, we know we will meet again. We don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted. There must be a decision, because without a decision, the decision is made to be separated from God. So put your trust in the Lord. Believe. The thief on the cross said, Lord, consider me. And Jesus said, today you would be with me this very hour. And they died together. So put your trust in the Lord, and God bless you during your time of grief and bereavement. Put your trust in the Lord.
Hills and Valley Medcare Center and Pharmacy, we have expanded our services to enhance the convenience and comfort of all our customers in a state-of-the-art ambience. We are conveniently located at the corner of Grenville and Granby Street at the bottom of Market Hill opposite the Eye Center. We offer the following services: massage therapy, physiotherapy, general practitioner, pedicure, and both express and signature facial therapy conducted by professionals who are best in their field. Our pharmacies are the #1 rated on the island and stock the widest range of prescriptions and over-the-counter medications, as well as medical supplies. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can contact us on 435-6904 or by email on valley6904@gmail.com.
As the hustle and bustle of the holiday season begins, the Grenada Salvation Army is once again calling on the general public for assistance with its annual kettle drive. Once you hear the chime of a bell, you know it's the kettle drive beckoning for your donation of loose change. Donation